Whoa. BEAU'S bowl is back. This is how sad we are. We're actually at an unopened cafe sitting outside it. It's 3 to 7.
This morning we had an earlier roll call, making the most of the springtime weather at 6 a.m. Horsepark Gates for next week. We decided to roll Grumpy Baker in Maroubra. Top places in terms of park up, so I'm going to have to give it 4.5. We're right on the beachfront here, which is amazing. In terms of food and coffee though, coffee 2.5. I mean, it is a bakery. Technically, they don't have to get it right all the time with coffee. Food, I give a 3 out of 5. Went for the granola. Probably could have added a little bit more yogurt. Yeah, I personally give it a 3 out of 5. But yeah, maybe I should be going to Bakewoods when I go to a bakery and not breakfast stuff. So the overall then, what's that? 2.5, 3, 4.5. It's about 3 to 3.5. I'm going to give it 3.5. I know that the ham and cheese croissants here are on point. Oops.
Park up number 2. Toby thought we'd try and meet up with Caleb at his new cafe. Seems like Caleb's still in bed. So for the record, Caleb never turned up. I think Toby's full of it. Escalators. So my head has been all over the place this morning. I ended up leaving my card and stuff at that first cafe. We were late for BEAU'S Bowl. Then I forgot I had a meeting this morning. So I'm in Lycra for that now. Oh that was a 3-stop, I repeat, a 3-stop cafe BEAU'S Bowl. You cannot get any better than that. Get involved, it's brilliant. It comes with your own Toby Orchard. That's pretty okay, so he's packing because he's heading down to Tasmania. That's not what I want to talk to you today about. We need to talk about... Hopefully I get the spelling right when I put it up. Yeah, we've got to talk about sponsorship. I'm not going to make this a monologue. This is going to be pretty short and succinct. Look, the way, and you guys have followed this, the way we've done this year, the majority of the time has just been, we've pretty much tried to look after ourselves. We've begged, borrowed, and steal. Beg, borrowing, and stealing off your mates. We've got ourselves to races the best way we can. We've used my car to get there. We're going to try and do this all in one car. Called in favours from all kinds of people. That's great. It's created a pretty cool atmosphere in the team. He's basically half pissed at this stage. But it's not sustainable. That's not the way you can run a team year in, year out. Yep, that one. You just got to keep winding it. We have natural shade. You don't have to be smart to be a good bike rider. Yeah, so you guys know that. Obviously, funding means we can do more races, we can have more riders, and that's just the way these things work. There will be change. There will be bits and pieces that change with the team, with the look, all that kind of stuff. It's just a natural development. You see it in pro teams and stuff, and happens with us as well. And yeah, we've far outperformed what I thought we would on the road this year and off the road. Community here that we've developed is pretty awesome. And I think when I first started this, what I really wanted to do is give you guys a bit of an insight into the race scene. And there seems to definitely be an appetite for it. Other teams are doing it as well, which is awesome. The more content, the better. And look, while this content is awesome and this is brilliant, you know, this is never going to turn into some sort of bizarre ad. Catherine, could you pass me my drink, please? Thank you. Thank you. I don't really want to drink. It will probably just remain boring diatribes by me. This is the kind of content that is getting us out there. So this is where you guys come in. If you spot stuff that you don't feel is appropriate with the kind of dynamic that we started out with, call me on it. 100% happy to. Here at NERO, we really like bike bags.
This is a terrible bike bag.
This is a terrible bike bag, isn't it?
It's Evoc or whatever.
Okay, we're not going to be sponsored by Evoc then. I think we could do better as an ad. But you know what I mean, right? So if it turns into that, you call us on it. We interrupt this Chris monologue. If anyone would like to actually pack Toby's bag for Tasmania, can you come around pretty quickly? So next time we see Toby, we'll be in Tasmania.
I'm going ferry too. And me.
Because I think, like, here's the thing, like, putting all this stuff aside, you have a responsibility, and we all have responsibility, people involved in these teams, we have a responsibility to these kids. These guys who are trying to develop. And I found that quite daunting, I'll be honest, really early on. But I'm getting my head around it. And more than that, I'm starting to put people around me who have a really good grasp on that. A huge thing for us. Huge thing for us. I will say this though. I've been really, really heartened by the level of interest out there from not necessarily kind of companies you would have thought that are associated with cycling. That's been really cool. I mean, look, the sporting companies, that sort of stuff, they're just smashed, right? They're getting smashed from all angles for money. But there's definitely enough interest in the sport in general, cycling, not necessarily racing, but cycling, that no one's really throwing the door in your face. Should I show you who we're meeting? No. Do you remember, like, in some of the early vlogs, like, I have to lift her up to do that, and she just reached up to do it? Yes. But yeah, look, I think the whole point... Integrity is incredibly important to us. We will remain neutral when it comes to any product. Next vlog will be about Tassie. That's bike racing. It's next week. It's the best tour of the whole year. It's going to be impossible. That's nice. See you later. It is cold. So what I'll do is I'll come here and I'll say, Catherine, can you pass me the drink? And then you walk over and hand me the drink. So wait, okay? Catherine, could